Oh, hey!
Oh,
Come
hey.
in, come in. Hey, good to see ya. Long time no see.
State your name and occupation.
My name is Sean. I'm from Revere. I'm 21. I work for AMC Theaters.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. No complaints. No complaints.
What do you normally do in your daily life?
Wake up, basically go to work, come home, clean, cook, go to sleep, maybe play some games, talk to my girlfriend. That's about it.
Any excitement in your daily life?
Working for AMC, see some crazy people, have some crazy stories from there.
What's the craziest story you have from working at AMC Theaters?
We had a guy come in once who had a cut on his throat from like here to here and then down his chest. And he was telling us how he got robbed and how he just wanted to use the bathroom, but we found out that he really cut himself outside our theater just so that he can come in and sneak into a movie.
What movie was that?
I think he was just trying to go see I want to say Star Wars. It was around that time. I'm pretty sure it was Star Wars.
What were your goals as a kid?
The same as every other kid, get rich and famous. But at the same time, I wanted to be a pilot. I wanted to be some rich pilot with a mansion. Pretty boring, I know.
Do you have any current goals and dreams now?
Progress past my current job, get a better job, live a better financial life, own a home, start a family, all the basic things that everybody wants in life. I don't really have any too crazy reaches in life.
Is there any city in the whole world where you want to live in one day?
Somewhere in Texas was always a dream of mine. Since I was a kid, always hot. I guess it snows there, but always hot. Another place is Florida, maybe even Puerto Rico, just because tropical stuff has always been really cool to me. But for some reason, I always get stuck here in Boston, and it's fun.
Why not a city in Europe or anywhere else? Why only in North America?
I feel like if I stay in North America, it's a lot easier for me to get back to Massachusetts at any time because I get really homesick when I'm not in Massachusetts. So, yeah, that's what made me move back from Nevada overall.
Any cities in Europe you would love to visit one day?
Barcelona. Barcelona mostly. There's a few. I want to go on this whole Europe tour, but Barcelona's really big for me because it's just the views over there are crazy, insane. They're beautiful as hell, and it's just I love that kind of stuff.
Where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
Make some choices in my life that are better than what they were before. Not have the cards stacked against me either. I want to be able to be in a position where things are good for me and I don't have to worry about where the next meal is coming from or if I gotta ask my friend if I can borrow money to pay my rent this month. I want to be in a better position. So in 10 years, I see myself pushing through and getting to that point.
Do you have any hobbies, things that you enjoy?
Playing sports, playing PlayStation, being with my girlfriend, acting, basically all that stuff, yeah.
How has your life changed during this pandemic?
Oh man, well, kind of a lot. I was homeless at one point for a very large majority of it. Just got into my own place not too long ago. It was, man, it created a struggle because originally when the pandemic started, I moved to Nevada. It didn't work out. A lot of people in my family and my friends, they'll say it's because there was a pandemic. What can I expect out there? But things were open. Things were okay. I had a job. I just didn't like it. It wasn't for me. So I came back. Things didn't get any better. Things got worse, if even. And then they're starting to look a little better now, but definitely it's been a roller coaster of a time through this pandemic.
Is there anything that you want to do right now?
I want to get a better financial situation, mostly because it just sucks not having not being able to do anything because never having money because you gotta pay your rent, then you gotta pay other bills and stuff, and that's just never who I was. So I don't want it to continue to be me.
I noticed that there is a small, it seems to be a SpongeBob tattoo on your right shoulder, and I'm very interested in why did you got that tattoo and what's the meaning behind it?
Well, you know, being 20 in Nevada with money to waste, I just went there one day. They were like, "What you want to get?" And I was like, "I want a SpongeBob the size of a circle on my upper right arm." And they drew it out. I saw it and I was like, "I'm sold." So basically, what happened was my grandfather passed away not too long ago, and SpongeBob was what I grew up on because of him. And if I remember properly, one of the last things he was watching before he passed was SpongeBob. So SpongeBob has always been a huge part of my life. I know my stepdad also really connects to SpongeBob. So it's really just like whole family connection to SpongeBob. So it represents my family in my eyes.
Any animals?
Any animals. I got 2 guinea pigs. I got my cat Faith, who's probably hiding under the couch right now. Yeah, you know, I had guinea pigs my whole life, I had cats my whole life, had a few dogs in my time, but I wouldn't really change what I have now. The 2 guineas and Faith, you know, I'm trying to get a dog because, you know, animals are my life.
An actor that is an inspiration to you?
Paul Walker was really my biggest inspiration. He's what made me want to do acting because I seen him in so many different roles. Obviously, Fast and Furious, there was a few other movies that were more kid-oriented. You know, I just seen that you could do anything you wanted to when acting. You could be some guy who one day loves children and the next day you could be racing down the street in the fastest car. And that was really cool to me because I get to be different characters. And I saw him do it and remain happy doing it. So, yeah, he's probably the biggest inspiration I have.
Last question. Favorite movie of all time that you'll defend till the end of time?
Man, Finding Nemo. I don't care how unpopular of an opinion it is. I got stuffed animals of Finding Nemo. I used to have the posters. Man, like I used to have pictures. When I went to Disney World the first time when I was younger, I got the costume guy to give me an autograph. You know, I was so happy to have freaking Nemo's autograph. I was obsessed with that. It was my favorite movie. I watch it all the time. I watched it a few days ago, actually.
What do you want people to learn from this documentary after viewing it?
I know I didn't really go into the life story, but don't take anything for granted. You could lose everything in a minute. Like, before you know it, it's gone. You know, you're gonna have people who are there for you and then one minute they're not. Never judge a book by its cover. Just because you see somebody walking around with a smile on their face doesn't mean they're living a good life. Everybody has their own struggles, and just because some people know how to hide it better doesn't mean that they live a better life or they live a worse life. Everyone's the same. You know, we all got our own battles. Some may be worse than others, but we're all breathing the same air. We're all in this together. So yeah.
Okay, I think that's about it. All right. Cut.